Good afternoon, everybody. Bernie Floresca for Career Services with a session specifically for the career fair. Sri Lasya is sharing a screen to the career fair, and Raiz has a particular company. We're showing you how to find companies going to the career fair, and then you can do your prep work for it. Is essentially what's happening. Did you want to add anything else to that description, Raiz?
Yeah, this is the company that I'm looking forward to have a role into it, and they just post one of the opening on their LinkedIn. So, like for today's session, I'm trying to gain as much knowledge as I can so that I can be prepared myself better by when I go to the career fair to that company.
Okay, very good. Thank you for sharing that, Raiz. So, Srinasya, is there does it show who posted the job here or a company contact for HDR
Um,
under jobs? Oh, there are people, right?
yeah,
They're
there are
from
people
HDR.
representing.
So the first thing that Raiz could do is take note of the contact people on Handshake that work for HDR, and they may or may not be at the career fair. But for the purposes of business relations, Raiz could start his research with these people. Does it make sense, Raiz?
Yes.
Okay, so now, Srilasa, if we go to LinkedIn and then direct us, Raiz, with what you've done so far and how we could supplement what you've done so far.
Um,
I think it's HDR
Yes,
out of
HDR.
Nebraska.
Yeah, the first one.
There
This
you
one.
go. So what we're doing is finding the company on LinkedIn. So Srilasya found HDR on LinkedIn, and then we can go to people. And then the easiest thing to do is find alumni from Illinois Tech who work at HDR, which Srilasya is doing. So we have a couple of our business relations people on the call today. And if you notice, Srilasya is just going through the motions like she's doing it in her sleep. So, Raiz, have you made some of these connections yet?
Yes, I made couple of those connections. Like many,
Okay, very good.
yeah, Nicholas Manny. Yeah, he's in my contact.
So they're in your contact. So for the listeners to this call, part of the strategy in preparation for the career fair is number one, like Sri Lassit said, is to find the company on Handshake. Number two, find who the contacts are that they provided that are now listed in Handshake. And number three, we're going to LinkedIn to the company website and finding alum that Rais could connect with to so that when he goes to the career fair, he goes like, oh yeah, I had a conversation with Manny, blah, blah, blah. What he would be doing at that point is what's referred to as name dropping. He's mentioning the name of a person who works at HDR. So you're already connected to Manny, please?
Yeah, I did.
So how about we find a person that you're not connected to that could possibly be like a manager or something like that that could possibly help you a job. So I want you to do the selection, right?
Okay.
So as Srilasya is perusing the website,
Can we do this one link?
oh,
Senior project coordinator.
senior project coordinator. Okay. So the first thing that we do when we click on somebody on LinkedIn is to find out how active they are on LinkedIn. So where do we find that, Srilasya?
um, they are not active much.
Yeah, just
They
click
post
show
it.
all activity because I've had these cases before. And then you click reactions. So likes this 2 years ago. So we just confirmed that this person is not very active on LinkedIn. But what about we find an email address for Quantum? So do you have a career shift login, Srilasya?
Um,
Can you open up another window and have you been on Career Shift before?
no.
Okay,
No.
let me do it. Let me share.
Okay.
So in the case that we just went through, Rais wanted to connect with Juana, but Juana isn't very active on LinkedIn. So the next step that you could do is to possibly find an email address for Juana. And the way to do that is what I'm about to share with you. So Illinois Tech has a subscription to a company called CareerShift. So what you could do is you could go to careershift.com, careershift.com. So Lasha, if you could go on and mute for a second. It sounds like you're in a busy spot. Thank you. Careershift.com. And then you guys can log in with your Illinois Tech login. So in this case, I put in, I think I used the old iit.edu. I forgot how this works now. iit.edu. I'm assuming they're able to use the new one. Let me see if I can log in with that. Yay, it let me in. So Raiz, I think you could go on mute as well. It sounds like you're in a busy spot too. So you click, Srilasha, I'm gonna have to depend on you on the name, please. Contact was Juana. Spell the last name, please.
Link.
Lint.
Link.
Okay, like this.
Yes.
All right. Juana link. HDR, right? How about we try company? It wasn't showing me for contact HDR. Let me try HDR and then maybe Juana. Search. How come it's not showing me Juana for HDR? Let me just try HDR. And there you go, HDR in Omaha, Nebraska. So company jobs, company contacts. Even if we didn't find Juana and she's not listed, if you go, oh, actually, let's try Juana, Huana, and then last name, link. So Srilasa, you've never used this before either?
No.
Okay, now
No, I never used this before.
there she is, Senior Project Coordinator. We have her LinkedIn, but we noticed that she's not very active. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We just found an email address for Raiz. Questions?
I'm amazed. This is for free.
This is for free. Well, Illinois Tech paid for it. And since you guys are a student, it's free to use. So yes, I'm glad that you picked that person, Raiz. We were able to demonstrate this on a call specifically about how to use CareerShift when they're not very active on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Questions about
Yeah,
this?
yeah, I have questions. So I know how to write an email to engage Juana about the career services, like career fair. Let's say I want to do a call, and this website provided the link as well, provided the phone number as well. So let's
Yes,
say I decided to go for a call. So
yes.
what should I do?
So let me backtrack that for a second, okay? Raiz, for the purposes of people who are new to emailing, so I am going to demonstrate this by creating an actual email that I will not send, okay? So for example, we are going to create an email and I want to just see and spot check what Raiz would send if he knew them. So I'm going to create it live. So for example, we're going to send it to Juana. And then like, what would you say in your subject, Raiz?
Sub
Srilasa, feel free to jump in as well. This is going to be a group effort.
Subject would be opportunities in HDR.
I wouldn't do that. Why? So remember the design principles in the messaging. So one of the ways to do it is do not do the obvious. So what you just shared with me is obvious opportunities. And if this is a person who works at HDR, probably a lot of people are asking about opportunities. So the first thing I would do is to use their name, Juana. No, showing Juana. And then I would go to their LinkedIn profile to find something personal about Juana. LinkedIn.
I guess she was IIT alumni.
Oh, she was at actually, let's use that, okay, because it's easiest. But where I was going with this is you find something personal, just say, what could we say if they're IIT alumni? Go ahead, Srilasya.
So I don't mind to tell about like how we can connect with the alumni. I just want to share something that what we can include in a subject. So I just read recently that to keep in subject line, we just make it something that is more interesting to open, curious to open that mail. So it is not like some random mail that they all like receive all the time. But for this case, we can just tell Joanna, we are from same school, IIT.
Okay, hang on. The subject doesn't contain a long line. So if I type what you said, we are from the same school, it's long already. I want you to tell me exactly what we would recommend for Raiz to write.
IIT fellow alum.
IIT fellow alum. Okay, IIT fellow alum. Not too bad because Juana's going to see her name and it says IIT. So yeah, this isn't bad. Any other suggestions? I would say something maybe something like that. Say what year at IIT. What else? Actually, let me write down the others down here. So we said Juana. Always use their first name. What did we say the first one? I forgot what we said already.
We are from same school.
We are from, no, that's not what we said.
I think that's not what Rice told.
Like
That is what
this.
I mentioned in it.
Other suggestions? So the reason we are spending a lot of time on the subject, to Sri Lasya's point, is it's a hook. If you put something about like how Raiz started this and he was about opportunity, they see that all day, every day, perhaps, but not every day do they see something about their school. So part of this is being strategic such that you expect them to open it because of what you said. So let's just assume that we leave what we said above, okay? This one, I'm just going to put in parentheses so that you guys know that it's not going to be part of the real message. And then what would you say, Raiz, in your original design message?
So first of all, I will write down her name
Okay,
and then send some greetings. Hope you
like
are
what?
doing
Tell me
good.
exactly.
Okay, so I will do like that. I hope you have a great week since it's Friday. So, and then the second line would be, it's glad to see that you're also from Illinois Institute of Technology since I'm attending it for my grad school, majoring in electrical. And then I noticed that is she's
I'm
with the
typing everything you're saying.
so I noticed that she's with the company for 19 years. I'm not gonna write down this, so let me
Well,
rephrase
that's
it.
what I'm telling you. Tell me what you want. All right. Okay. I don't need the reasoning. We can talk about the
Okay,
reasoning later.
okay. So my
So tell
second
me
line
what you'll
would be,
type.
it's great to see that you have been with the company HDR for 19 years.
Why don't we just say congratulations on your 19 years at HDR?
At HDR. Okay.
And then what?
Then I will ask her about.
Actually, Raisaman. That's what I would say.
That's all.
That's the whole intent is just like a LinkedIn message, is just to open the door.
Okay.
So I can tell that you have questions based on how you sounded. So talk to me.
So after this line, congratulations on 19 years at HDR. I was about to write, since you served in HDR, and again, it's all about myself. So you told me it should not be transactional. So
Very
there's
nice catch.
so there is no
Very
point then.
nice catch. So you were about to talk about yourself, right? So, okay, let's humor you and let's just type in what you were going to say without this conversation. Since you've been at HDR for 19 years,
And I'm looking for opportunity in HDR. I would love to have your 10 minutes to discuss about the culture and work environment and the opportunities in HDR.
okay. Vilasha, comments?
So this is exactly what we do in on LinkedIn, and we'll not get any responses from them, but I think we can just stop after congratulations sentence, because there
They
we are
will
not sending
respond.
anything about there we are not sending any thing about us. We are just connecting with them. We are greeting them, and we are also mentioning that they are also from IIT, and we it's something that it's the start of building relationship, not something we can ask for any help.
Yes.
And also we think, if we are mailing, like if we are sending a mail to someone, we generally feel like we want to share all the details in one go. But I think we should try this
Yes.
to see if we can build any relationship.
So, Rais, do you now see why I wanted to check what you are going to send?
Yeah.
Okay, because what you're being taught to do on LinkedIn also translates to email. Okay, though email is not as quote unquote text like, because LinkedIn is kind of like texting, right? You say something, they respond back. Email doesn't necessarily nicely fit into something that's text like, but the same principles that guide the way you're messaging. Number one, you want to build a relationship. Number two, your first email should really just open the door as a strategy to stand out. Because if you did the obvious, you'll get ignored anyway.
Yes.
Okay. So what you see right now, it seems like it's short, but it's quite strategic because we're not talking about you. We're talking about your target having gone to Illinois Tech, and then you ended it with just congratulations. So when it comes to building a relationship and somebody says, hey, congratulations, what's the normal response? You say, thank you. And then you can go back in and tell them more about you. But you accomplished opening the door. This is a very good session, by the way. I'm glad we recorded it, right? More reactions or comments from either of you or aha moments? Nothing else?
No.
Okay, so Raiz, did that help you with your original intent of helping you prep? So number one, we showed you how to see the company contacts on Handshake. Number two, we showed you how to find the company on LinkedIn, see who the contacts were, and to see who people are that you may want to connect with that could possibly be advocates in you finding a job at your target company. And then number three, we just showed you how to find the email address if we notice that they're not very active on LinkedIn and number 4 is right in front of you? How do you send an efficient email that will get a response versus being ignored? Questions?
Yes. What was the name of the website? Share
Career Shift.
Career Shift.
Yeah, Career Shift. Did I get rid of it? No.
Career
I'll
Shift.
open another one. Let me type it in. Career, Career,
Oh,
Shift, SHIFT.com. There you go. Career Shift. Is that visible?
yeah, I
Oh,
did the
cool.
screenshot. Yeah.
Thank you for asking the question again, Rais, because some people may not have heard it the first time. So the way you get in, oh, I'm glad you brought that up. So when you create a login, you use your Illinois Tech email, and then when it's going to ask for, they don't call it password, but I think it's a school code. The school code for your free access to Career Shift via Illinois Tech is Herman Hall. Herman has 2 N's. So it's Herman, HermannHall. Herman Hall is the school code when it asks for it. So thanks for asking about that, Rais, so that we can give the information out to the listeners of this recording. Other questions?
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Rais,
I'm sure she's gonna reply for that particular email for sure.
yes.
And from then onward, I can take on.
Yes, from then onward, then you can start talking about yourself, but you don't be abrupt, okay?
Yeah.
Still do some of the personalization because you're building a relationship, and then you could go into your business. Just saying, actually, one of the good things could be, I see you guys are coming to our career fair on the 25th. Will I see you there? Would be a good one.
Yeah, it could be icebreaker.
Yes. Okay, and then at that point, it's very obvious that you're looking for opportunities at HDR. You don't even need to state it.
Yeah,
Make sense?
makes sense.
Other
Mm.
other questions? Did that answer your original question, Raise?
Yes, for sure. And if I ask her, I notice that HDR is coming. Will I'm going to see you there? If
Yes.
if she's not coming, then for sure she's gonna send me the names or introduce me those people who are actually going to come.
Yes.
Yeah, that will be a good strategy.
That would be a good strategy. And I say that even after she gives you those contact names, for example, do not miss the opportunity to keep that relationship going on LinkedIn. So let's just say, what's the next holiday? September, October, maybe Halloween. You could send her a happy Halloween or something like that in email.
Yeah, like happy weekend.
Yes, yes, or even weekend. Or let's just say it starts snowing on November 5th in Chicago, for example. You could send we call it tickler email. It's like a tickler file. So you're just going to send her a short message, and your subject could be like, can you believe the snow on November 5th?
Okay.
So, Srilasya, that's small talk.
Yes.
So it's a new opportunity, right? Because obviously, if she's in Chicago, you're in Chicago. If she's in Nebraska, then obviously that doesn't work. We didn't see
Yeah,
where she's from.
yeah,
All
makes
right.
sense.
Other questions?
That's all from my side.
How about Srilasya?
No, I actually have the same question as Rais.
Okay, very good. So should we end it, or do you want to open up another can of worms for our listeners in preparation for the career fair? This turned out to be a good recording. Thank you.
Yeah, we actually have to promote about more about career shift.
Yes, so
Yeah, I
actually
was.
this would be a good promotion for career fair because the whole thing that we spoke about, thank you, Rais, was how to prepare for the career fair before you even go.
Yeah, I was about to tell you that we should make a post in LinkedIn group about career shift.
Yes, actually, since you learned it, I'll make that your homework, Rais. I want
Okay, I'll do
you,
it.
number one, create a login. And then number two, maybe make a screenshot and then you share it. I mean, because
Okay.
that's not just for staff to put stuff on it. It's actually the whole idea of the LinkedIn group is so that people share best practices and who are actually taking action and finding jobs. It's really the students. So you are an untapped contributor to the LinkedIn group because from the staff side, we only know theory, but you, the students, are the ones applying the information. So your best practices are even much, much better. So Raiz, I guess you could start your debut post with a post on Carisha.
Yeah, I already did one post before, so it's not gonna be debut.
Yeah, post some more, man. One, come on.
Okay, okay. I'll do it by tonight. Is that okay?
I'm sorry?
I'll do it by tonight. Is that
Of
okay?
course, no,
Okay.
it's at your convenience, obviously, because I know you're a very busy student and you're getting all these interviews with all these companies. So thank you so much.
Welcome. All
I
right. Thank
guess
you. Thank you,
I
Lassie,
just
for
needed,
it.
yeah. This is a good. It's short and it's very targeted to the career fair. So thank you guys for attending, and we will share this shortly.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Bye bye.